Hi everyone, thanks for watching another video about this CompTIA Security Plus certification. Today we're going to look at some exam questions. We will go over them together and hopefully we can learn from it. This way you have a good idea what you can expect on the exam. Thanks for watching, see you soon. Hi everyone, thanks for checking out another InfoSec Hub video. Today we're going to make video number 20. We're going to go into test number 20. And this test is all about definitions. There's not much to explain for this episode, but I'll go through all the questions and fill in hopefully the right answers. So without further ado, let's go into the questions. A sticky note with a password kept on site in the user's cubicle would be a violation of which of the following policies? A clean desk policy. A clean desk policy, when you leave, there shouldn't be anything on your desk that, especially passwords and usernames, so minimize the risk. Don't leave USB drives there. Just keep your desk clean. And always lock your computer when you leave. Continue. A legal contract between the holder of confidential information and another person to whom that information is disclosed, prohibiting that other persons from disclosing the confidential information by any other party is known as an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. A type of document stipulating rules of behavior to be followed by users of computers, networks, and associated resources is referred to as an RTO? No? It's not there. It's a policy. So I think it's this one. Let's continue. Which of the acronyms listed below refers to the maximum tolerable period of time required for restoring business functions after failure? Restore time operations? In business continuity planning, the maximum tolerable point in time to which systems and data must be recovered after an outage is called an RPO. High MTBF value indicates that a component or system provides low reliability and is more likely to fail. That's not correct. Again, it's all about these terms that you need to know what they're standing for. Which of the following terms is used to describe an average time required to repair a failed component or device? MTTR. Which term describes the predicted loss of value to an asset based on a single security incident? SLE. Which of the acronyms listed below refers to a risk management formula defining probable financial loss due to the risk over a 1-year period? That's an ALE. Where are you? Here. Which of the following answers refers to the correct formula for calculating probable financial loss due to risk over a 1-year period? ALE is RARO X SLE. An estimate based on historical data of how often a threat would be successful in exploiting a vulnerability is known as ARO. Single loss expectancy is asset value X exposure factor. The exposure factor used in formula above refers to the impact of the risk over the asset or percentage of asset lost when a specific threat is realized. Which of the following answers lists the EF value for the asset that is entirely lost? Entirely lost. Well, it's one asset, so I think it's this one. 1.0. A calculation of single loss expectancy is an example of It's an example of risk assessment. Quantitative risk assessment, yes, not qualitative. A qualitative risk assessment, this term is used for estimating the likelihood of an occurrence of a future threat. ARO. Asset assessment of risk probability and its impact based on subject judgment falls into the category of qualitative risk assessment. Qualitative. What's this? Quantitative. No, qualitative. The other one was, yeah, this one. Which of the following terms refers closely to the concept of residual risk? Residual risk. That's called risk acceptance. Continue. Contracting out a specialized technical component when the company's employees lack the necessary skills is an example of risk transference. Which of the answers listed below exemplifies an implementation of risk transference methodology? An insurance policy. Disabling certain system functions or shutting down the system when risks are identified is an example of risk avoidance. By turning off the system, you hope that the impact will not be that high, or when the risk is identified, you turn it off and you hope that there's no further damage to the system. So this is avoiding risk. But you're going to have to deal with it sooner or later. Which of the following terms refers to a group of experts that handle computer security breaches? CIRT. NIST is more like guidelines. In forensic procedures, a sequence of steps in which different types of evidence should be collected is known as the order of volatility. In forensic procedures, a chronological record outlining persons in positions of an evidence is referred to as a chain of custody. Which of the answers listed below refers to an example order of volatility for a typical computer system? Memory dump, disk files, temporary files, archival media. The order of volatility. An exact copy of the entire state of a computer system is called the entire state. That's always an image. It's not a restore point. There's a restore point in time. So you go back to exactly, let's say for instance, it's now 9:30, make a restore point. And at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I messed up my computer and I want to go back to the state of my computer as it was at 9:30. That's a restore point. But if I want a complete system image of everything that's happening on the computer as is, I make an image. And that's the entire state of the computer. Continue. And restore point is usually what they use for databases. So really when it comes to data. In forensic analysis, taking hashes ensures the collected digital evidence retains. When they talk about hash values, it's always about data integrity. You might have noticed that when you download something, an image or something from the internet, especially images like say Ubuntu or other Linux distributions, they almost always offer a hash value. So after you download that image and you check up the hash value of that image, then it should be the exact same hash value that's published on the website of the, you know, the distributor. And if there's a difference between the hash value, you can be sure that there's no data integrity no more, and there might be malware or spyware or anything else added to that image. And then when you install it on your computer, you might be in trouble. So hash values, they are for data integrity. Finish. So let's go over some of the questions. I know this is a very boring episode because it's all about these acronyms, initials, boring stuff. It's Anyway, clean desk policy, NDA. This one's correct. Let's see if I see something that's not correct. So far, so good. Here. Which of the answers listed below refers to or volatility? Memory dump, temporary files, disk files, archival media. So what's the difference? Okay. So memory dump is really all the data stored on the hardware, usually the RAM, random access memory. Temporary files, certain applications like a browser have temporary files in use to function. Then they have disk files, they're just really stored on the hard drive, and archival media, also stored on the hard drive. So it has to do with volatility of the data. Okay, so the sequence wasn't right. Memory dump, temporary files, disk files, and then archival media. Okay, clear. Still 25 questions, 24 answered correctly. So it's not bad, but to be honest, I mean, I really like security, CompTIA Security Plus, but this is quite boring to me. You know, it's just really knowing what all these initials mean. What does it mean? What's the concept behind it? So anyway, I hope this video still made this more clear. And if not, it's very easy to Google all those initials and what they mean. It's really, this stuff needs to go into your head. CompTIA Security Plus really thinks this is very important that you know that. Because this is the other side of information security. It's not all technical, but it's also, from the risk assessment standpoint. Okay, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys in the next one.